Welcome back, everybody. My 2024 goal was to not dive the same spot twice, and although I didn't stick 100% true to that, I did explore a lot of awesome areas, including this one right here. I often have so much footage when I'm done a dive. I only include a small fraction of what I film. This one here I wanted to share with everyone. I walked right down to the shore and it was absolutely beautiful. I was super excited to be here. The conditions looked awesome. How's it going, everybody? Down here at Rocky Point, just past Neck Point, which I dive quite a bit. Never been to this spot though. I've been told this is where to come to look for fishing lures, and that's my goal today. See if I can do a bit of a cleanup. I'm diving solo. I'm gonna touch base on that while I'm in the water. I was gonna dive tomorrow, but the wind's supposed to pick up, and to be honest with you, I might still dive tomorrow, but probably won't be a nice, calm, relaxing one like it is right now. Today's Thursday, in-laws come in tomorrow, which is Friday. Gonna get them some oysters is the hopes, and then on Sunday I'm gonna try to jump in the water one more time before heading back to work. All right, gonna enjoy some of this nice weather and what looks to be awesome visibility. Can't wait. New spot, woo! It's not very often when I look down at the bottom from the shore, I can actually see it. And that was the case on this day. The visibility was phenomenal. Right off the bat, I was extremely surprised to see the steep drop off. This would make a good spot to line dive, to be honest with you. I forget who it was, but somebody posted a while ago to come visit this spot, and shout out to whoever that person was. I was finding fishing lure after fishing lure. I think in this drop, I spot 5 or 6, and I was only down for 45, 50 seconds, if that. And yeah, everywhere, left, right, and center. Quick shout out to Diving Sports. They hook up all my equipment. They help me out with all these journeys and make them possible. Also, Bickerton Spear Guns, shout out to him as well. But yeah, I found a bunch of lures. I threw them into my catch bag, and yeah, no shortage here. This dive, I saw a little scalping, cute little guy, and found a lure, of course. I did want to scout out the area a bit before I really committed to picking up fishing lures, and I was finding some good structure and just like really vibrant colors and small schools of perch. It was really nice. One of my favorite things about diving is all the endless routes that you can choose to take. Sometimes I'm out there harvesting, and sometimes I'm out there doing cleanups or looking for people's stuff. These little worms are one of my favorite things to view while diving, especially when the visibility is nice. Looks like something from another planet. It's crazy. I give anglers a hard time, and I know I'm alienating a lot of my audience because a lot of the people that watch my content want to see the spots that they're typically fishing. And I feel like I stab them in the back sometimes, but I grew up fishing. I love fishing for that matter. I just don't like the unavoidable part, which is losing plastic in the ocean. I found some stuff here. When I was younger, I used to stomp skateboards when I got mad. I took my frustrations out on my equipment. I find fishing rods, and I feel like people snap them when they get angry and throw them in the water. Same with golf clubs. I've seen it all, but who knows, maybe I'm out to lunch on that one. When I was doing a little swim through there, I spotted this fishing net at the bottom. I figured I might as well go down and grab it. This was on the deeper end of what I like to go to while solo. And you can see here in a second, there's some braided fishing lines. So I had to be really, really cautious, making sure I didn't get entangled in anything. But this was a good find. I was going to clean it up and keep it, but I found someone on shore that was willing to take it from me. They seemed really, really appreciative. This would probably retail for a couple $100 in a store. This is what I mean, like, you could be the most responsible angler and care about the ocean and be a conservationist, but you're still gonna lose fishing line, which is putting plastic into our environments. I wish there was some biodegradable option on the market. I'm honestly surprised there isn't, or if there is, it's definitely not widely used. So I broke a few of my personal rules on this one. I do solo dive, I fully admit to that, but I don't like doing cleanup solo, and I don't like doing swim throughs solo. When you're doing this stuff, you just have to be extremely careful, know where your knife is. Situation avoidance is crucial, just watching out for those fishing lines. One of the things I often struggle with while editing is keeping my content exciting. Watching me pick up fishing lure after fishing lure. I get it, it's not very riveting stuff, but at the same time, I like giving back to the environment. Whether or not people like to look at me pick up garbage is irrelevant. This is pretty crazy. I was finding these little pockets just jam full of lead, you know, old buzz bombs. But I must have found in that pocket 7 or 8 lures alone, and I found a few of those spots. I found that Ziploc bag earlier and jammed it full of lures, but I was using my main bag primarily, and it was getting pretty heavy by the end of the dive. Fishing lures in brand new condition, they can be anywhere from $10 to $30. I find fishing gear almost like a vehicle. As soon as you buy it and leave the store, it depreciates in value. But all of this right here is fishing tackle I don't have to buy in the future, or I can give it away to my friends. I'm not too sure what I'll do with it yet. Maybe a giveaway of sorts. Stay tuned. I didn't do an official count of all the lures I found, but from a picture I took, I counted 64. 64 lures. I found a fishing rod and a net, a catch bag too that I might repurpose. As some of you know, I got my scuba certification about a year ago. I've been on 2 scuba dives since, one in Bermuda and one in the BVI's. I want to do some locally though, and I feel like this would be a great spot to scuba, especially for a first one in our local waters. And I just spent the whole entire tank or 2 looking for lures and find all the stuff that I couldn't get at deeper depths and in deeper crevices. This spot, by the way, was actually really nice, and I'm not just talking about all the fishing lures that I found, but the diving here is phenomenal. Nice walls, decent structure, and a drop-off right from shore, so no crazy swim outs, and I feel like this would be a spot you can handle even if there was some current. This shot right here, I filmed without a torch, without a light. I'm using a light 99% of the time. Honestly, it still turned out good. I'm happy with it. The colors and everything still popped out. And that was the dive. I spent roughly 2 hours in the water. It was really nice. I'm happy I came here. I must say that was a really fun dive. That spot did not let me down, and I'm actually extremely surprised by that. The drop off is immediate as soon as you jump in. The structure is really cool. I only saw perch and greenling. I think I saw 1 rockfish. Just the structure alone makes this spot worth it. The icing on the cake was all that fishing gear that I found. I'm crazy. I don't even know what to do with it all besides clean it up and yeah, probably donate it to people that want it. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna go home. I gotta get back to the family. Jasmine has plans, so I gotta watch the kiddos. I'm excited for that because I was busy the last few days. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I get in the water again to look for some oysters. I guess I can do that rain or shine, swell or calm. Get some oysters at minimum. Yo, what's up, Flossie?
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm so excited. I've never dove here before.
You know it's like a 35-minute walk down there?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
I was gonna say you're brave. You got your wetsuit on and everything.
Well, I got a new wetsuit, and so this half is brand new, and getting it on and over.
Wetty?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a
east
hybrid.
to west.
Yeah, no. Shout out to
so
Fred.
I was like, I can come here early and struggle and put it on properly, take my time.
There you go.
That's friggin'
sick.
Yeah.
What, this?
The knife spot.
Yeah,
built in.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy.
That's awesome.
What's up? You?
This is my first time out since I went with you last time.
Oh, really?
That was
slacking, man. You might recognize this spot. This is the Cable Bay Trail in Cedar, BC. It's one of my favorites locally. I'm usually pretty secretive of the spots I visit, but this is not a honey hole by any means, so I don't think my viewers are going to be flocking down here. We had a windstorm the day prior. We weren't sure how the visibility was going to be, but thankfully it was nice and clear. We were finding Dungeness crab, but they were undersized. Kyle did find a keeper though. I was finding a lot of red rocks, some good sized ones for that matter. I dropped my caliber in the process and Xerxes found it. Thank you, Xerxes. What I typically do when I'm looking for red rock or crab in general is I'll load my bag up, and if I find a bigger one, I'll just let the smaller ones go. This is a giant nudibranch. These things are really cool. I don't have any footage, but they eat anemones. I would recommend Googling that. It's a hard one to film though, so I don't think I'll do that free diving. Another red rock. I easily found my 4 at this spot. I found a drone too. I was hoping to get the footage off the SD card, but I broke the SD card while trying to remove it, so no footage. But trash out of the ocean, so that's a win. We eventually switched our tactic and looked for oysters. The limit for oysters is 12. I brought home my 12. When you're done eating oysters, you're supposed to bring the shells back to the place in which you harvested them so they can repopulate. In Washington, you have to actually leave the shell on the shore. You just bring the meat back. Go for it.
I didn't have anything to say. I thought you were taking a picture, so I was going to look like really pensive off to the distance. Super thoughtful.
Bit of an abrupt ending there, but if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. Peace and love, everybody. See you on the next one.